Michelangelo was born to Francesca de Neri de Miniato de Cini and Ludovico di Leonardo de Buonarroti Simoni on March 6, 1475, in a little town called Caprice, near Florence. He had 4 brothers, and his dad was not a very successful man. He lost his job after Michelangelo was born. When Michelangelo was young, he was sent off to grow up with a stonecutter's wife. Michelangelo spent a lot of his early years away from his parents. His mother died when he was 6. The family moved to Florence, and Michelangelo's father remarried, and his wife brought with her 600 florins. On Sundays, the family would visit the church of Santa Croce, which housed some of Giotto's paintings and some of Donatello's crucifix. Most of Michelangelo's time at school was spent translating manuscripts from ancient Rome. He went to school to learn how to write Latin, but at school, Michelangelo was bored. When Michelangelo told his dad about his interest in art, his father was not impressed and made him stay at school. Michelangelo finally became an apprentice when he was 12 and a half. He became an apprentice at the Ghirlandaio brothers' bottega. He quickly became very skilled. At the age of 15, he left the Ghirlandaio brothers' bottega and started to learn sculpture. When he was at the sculpture garden owned by the Medici family, he begged for a piece of marble from one of the sculptors because he couldn't afford to buy his own. Out of that piece of marble, he carved a fawn's head. A fawn was an ancient animal from Roman myths. The Medici family liked the fawn and became Mike's patron. One of the apprentices was very jealous of him, and they ended up in a fight. Michelangelo's nose was broken. Michelangelo was in Rome when the people of Florence called him to come back to Florence to sculpt something. He came back and was given a very big piece of marble, which David was to be sculpted from. 4 walls were placed around the block of marble, so that Michelangelo could work in private. He started work on the 13th of September, 1501. David is sculpted in a pose looking at Goliath before the fight. Every aspect of David is astonishingly realistic. David was finished in 1504, standing over 17 feet. It took Michelangelo 3 years, 1,059 days, 26,280 hours, 1,576,800 minutes, and over 94,608,000 seconds. In 1508, Michelangelo was asked by the Pope to paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo said no to the Pope because he felt his talent was in sculpting, not painting, but he was forced to paint the ceiling anyway. It took Michelangelo 6 months to prepare. Michelangelo's conditions were horrible. He spent all day up on scaffolding with his bent back and paint dropping into his face. Most nights he was so tired he would fall into his bed with his clothes on, sometimes even sleeping on the scaffolding. He kept his boots on for so long that sometimes when he removed them, the skin came away with the boots. He painted the story of creation, which contained over 300 people and took him 1,462 days. Michelangelo died on February 12, 1564. He was 88 when he died.